Hey guys, it's Faiz, and welcome to the Fi Project. You guys can see, for anybody that's seen the studio before, we've gotten a new sign. The Fi Project, we've updated the look, and this is what it's going to be for a while. Pretty much the Fi Project is going to be a series we're doing every week. You're going to see clips of it every day, of course, but the podcast, through all the platforms and stuff, will be done every week, and it's just a concept on where it's not a podcast necessarily, but it's more of we're talking about real life in a business world with a team as a team. It's not a pipe dream we're selling. It's not we're trying to convince you of, hey, dropshipping is so easy, or Forex, or digital marketing. It's not tailored toward one thing. It's just the concept of what a real life business looks like in the modern age as a young individual. And it's just real. It's transparent because I'm not selling you anything. There's no courses attached to this. It's just me giving value to my audience, to you guys. And if you guys ever have any questions, you want me to talk about something specific, or to have somebody insert on the show or whatever it would be, shoot me a DM at Faiz Imran. It's on my laptop right here. But I'm looking forward to talking to you guys and interacting with you guys more so. But along with that, I want to mention this show is not scripted, or we don't actually go into any of the videos or any of the podcasts with the necessarily a script or a way to structure it in mind. It's literally a topic and we freestyle it from there. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a little different than what you've seen before. But for today, I get a lot of DMs on this. Like, literally, my DMs are flooded with this one question all the fucking time. And what it is it's simply, how can I start? How can I do what you do? What should I start? I want to start a business, but I don't know what to do. Or I want to be an entrepreneur. I've been trying to become an entrepreneur, but I don't know how to start. And I mean, this is a question that not only makes me chuckle, it makes me smile a little bit, but it's a real question. And the reason I think it's kind of funny is, for the people saying, I want to be an entrepreneur, but I don't know how. In my opinion, if you've gotten, these people are 20, 25. If you're 20, 25 and you're not an entrepreneur already, you're never going to fucking be an entrepreneur. Because the concept of being an entrepreneur is leading your own way, hustling and innovating, doing something different that nobody else dares to do. If you haven't done that in the first 25 years of your life, I'm not saying you're too late. I'm just saying, consider your other options. But regardless, forget that. You want to start. You want to own your own business. For some reason, you want to work a lot more than others and get paid less. There's crazy people like us out there, but you want to do that, right? How do I start? If you have no absolute idea on what to start, look for something you're passionate about. For example, I was in that position when I had my first startup, Evercent. I just wanted to start something cool. I didn't know what to do. And if you keep searching for, how to start a business, what business is best to start, all you're going to run into, literally all you're going to run into looking for what businesses to start are pipe dreams that people are selling courses around. They're going to convince you it's the best idea. They're going to show you how it's the best idea. And when you actually start trial and error, you're going to be like, oh, shit, it doesn't work. Or at least doesn't work the way they convinced you it works, right? You might be like a needle in a haystack that actually got the thing to work, but most of the time it doesn't work so easy, as easily as they say it would. But you're looking for something you're passionate about, right? So it has to be something not found by searching what business to find, but something found not looking for it. Because you'll find the best things when you're not searching. And when I say that, what I mean is when you don't know what to start a business on, you need to be exploring your interest, your skills, your talents. Read, learn. If you can't read a book, watch videos, right? If you can't watch videos, your attention span isn't long, go intern, go meet the right people, network. You want to explore your interest in a variety of aspects, and you're going to find something that strikes you or you're particularly good at, or you actually like more than everything else. Once you find that, you take that and you figure out how to make a business model around that. So it's not, what can I make money off of, and then trying to figure out and trying to convince yourself you like it. It's more of, what do I like and how can I monetize what I like? That's what matters. And the reason that's so important, a lot of people don't even realize it now, even if they have their own businesses. What happens is, business is not easy, of course. You're going to hit a time what's super hard. You're going to have all these issues in the business. Everything's falling apart. Everything's fucking insane. And if you're doing it just because you kind of like it, you're going to quit, number one. And then again, if you're doing it just for yourself, you're going to fall back and be like, you know what, I have enough, or I'm cool here, and you're not gonna push harder. But if you're doing it for something you like and it affects a large amount of people and people are depending on you for it, for example, the service you deliver affects people's lives in a good way. You're not going to quit because you have all these people counting on you. For example, for myself, we run marketing campaigns, social media campaigns, websites for large companies. If I were to back out and just be like, fuck it, it's hard, all my clients, all their businesses would suffer. If my clients' businesses would suffer, they wouldn't be able to make their payroll. They wouldn't be able to feed their family. So I have all that riding, and depending on just our services, that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me pushed. So it's different for everybody, but I say explore your taste, understand what you're good at. For example, if you're 6'5" and you're not playing basketball, or you haven't tried to play basketball, you're really not using your advantages to your on your side. But then again, if you're like 4'2", maybe don't try out for basketball. You understand what I'm saying? It's like, do what you're good at, or you have a unfair advantage over, because we all have certain advantages over certain aspects of things that other people don't have, and all we can do is use them to our side. Yeah, that's pretty much my answer to that question. Don't know what to do? Explore your interest, learn more, and you'll get to a point where you know what you should be doing and you'll know how to do it. And if you don't know how to do it, find a mentor. Even myself, if you guys need any help or have any questions, ask me. But what I don't like people DMing me, I get this DM a lot. It's like, hey, can you fund my business? Hey, can you buy these off of me? People will literally ask me to buy their products from them if they can't sell them. Or people will ask me really, really broad questions. How can I do what you do? If you want to start a marketing company, cool. By no means am I like going to be upset that you're trying to compete with me, or it's a huge ballpark, right? Nobody's going to steal my business. I'm not going to steal anybody's business. There's a hell of a lot of businesses out there. But what I don't do, oh, my bad. That's crazy. It's my first time. But what I don't want you asking me is, how can you do what I do? I would rather you ask me, hey, how can I find leads for websites in Atlanta? Very specific questions, so you're not wasting my time and I'm not wasting your time, because all those really super open-ended questions can be learned through YouTube, through other people's podcasts, through my podcast actually, in the future. But you can find the answers to all these questions by doing your own research and actually learning. But what you can't find is certain things like asking me questions that I've learned over expertise and that some people are not willing to share in their books, in their videos, on their podcast. I will share that with you. So that's what you want to ask me about.
What about discussing, getting into entrepreneurship because of dollars? Like, are you chasing the money or are you chasing your happiness?
That's a very good question. So the question was, are you getting into entrepreneurship as a business to chase the dollar amount, the money, the fame, all that cool shit, or are you getting into it for a purpose, right? So, I mean, I think it's a little bit of both, right? Your driving factor should not be money. If you want money, go get a job. I swear to God, you will make more money with the job instantly versus a business. Especially if you have a startup. Startups, if you guys have looked at startup maps, they start like this, they go like this, then they go like this. You see that downhill? That means no food, can't pay rent, borrowing money, living on couches to couches. That journey is real. What a lot of people are doing now is trying to start like service-based businesses or drop ship. Drop ship is not free. It's not. Nothing worthwhile is so easy to do. Dropship, yes, it's possible if you build a brand correctly around it. That takes years. It takes a lot of work. It's not easy. So if you're just looking for the money, fast, instant money, don't get into entrepreneurship. Maybe do work with another entrepreneur as a partner, right? Work alongside them, work underneath them. You'll get guaranteed money. You'll do this passionate stuff, cool shit, right? And it's just, there's no risk to it. But if you're getting into entrepreneurship, you want to change, you want to disrupt, you want to do things that entrepreneurs necessarily aren't able to do. So that's a different thing. There's no money attached. That money comes, it follows. But it's not money first. It's money follows the actions, the steps you take in, the hard work you put in. That's what I would say for that.
Going off that, I'm 16. How do I get into business? I'm not 18 yet.
Yeah.
Open a bank account. People aren't taking me seriously. Ageism is a real thing.
Yeah. So that's also a very good question. You're 16 or you're under 18. How do you open up a bank account? How do you start? Right? You're not actually able to sign on anything. Yeah, and people don't take you seriously. That's another huge, huge thing. And going off of that, it's insane. I'm still not 18, as a lot of you guys know. I'm 17. Having supportive parents really, really does help in this instant. Some people's grandparents or some families, you need somebody to technically sign for you to open a bank account under their name for your business, to have the business under their name. So that is hard in that sense. So I'd suggest, asking somebody who supports you and cares about you to do it, preferably family member. I don't care how much you trust some of your friends. You want to keep it toward family. At the end of the day, family is still, part of you versus some friend. But that'd be the way to start. And realistically, like being real here, you don't really need to get an LLC and start a company and bank account until you're making money. Most people will get an LLC. Like I know some people that have gotten an LLC that make all the accounts, that buy all these things they think they need for business, and they never end up making a single dollar and then shutting down. And I'm like, why did you spend all your money on acting and trying to be like a business when you could have invested that money and made it actual business? It makes no sense to me. So I don't want you guys to do that. So start a business, right? With a website, with the Instagram page. Get your first customer or second customer. You verified your business model. Now you have a proof of concept. It works, right? Now you're getting the LLC. Now, yeah, you can still have a name, but now you're actually becoming a real entity, right? Because you made over the amount where you need to file, right? Now you're getting insurance. Now you're looking at getting trademarks or whatever it may be. Action first, then take those steps. Take action, get results, then take those steps. And another big thing was ageism is a real thing. And ageism means to, what's the word? It's to discriminate against age. And what's crazy is one of my first clients, or I talk about this a lot in a lot of podcasts because it's just hit me so hard. It's real life, man. My first contract, or was to be first contract, was with a rapper. I thought he was super cool. My team loved him. We loved him. And my team at the time was me, my designer, and my video guy. It was just 1, 2, 3 people, including me. That was my team. But we loved him. We got a meeting with him. He loved everything we had to say. He was almost ready to sign. We had the last meeting where he was supposed to sign everything. We were supposed to go through with it. Then he finds out my age. And I was either 15 or 16 at the time. And he just stopped responding. I mean, literally, he stopped responding. He had never hit me up after that. He never responded. It was a huge stream of text. He doesn't respond. I think he might have blocked me, honestly. But it was just because of my age, because I had mentioned how old I was. And beforehand, he loved the services. So what I did after that was I called myself the project manager. And it was a humbling step. Imagine starting your own company. You know you could deliver the results. You've done it beforehand for free, and now you're going to get, you're actually first paying client, and you're very confident you can deliver the results. You're not even thinking about age. You're not even thinking about anything. I'm even undercharging him. I wasn't charging him how much I charge now. I was charging way, way less, like 10x less than I do now. And that was pretty fair. It was very fair for what he was supposed to get. And then you get blocked because of your age. It's not fair. It happens. So I started calling myself a project manager. So then I'd go into meetings and say, hey, I'm a project manager. If they found out my age, it's just like, cool, he's an intern. He works for the company. And anything that went by that they were suspicious about or they didn't trust me on because of my age would be passed on to my boss. And magically, when it's my boss who owns this company, it's a lot more trustworthy. Even though when I was my boss, for them knowing that, it made them feel better. So I just went on with that for a few years. I just recently came out as a CEO and actually told everybody, hey, I'm the motherfucker who owns the whole company. Yeah, I'm the guy you guys were paying and not trusting because of my age the whole time. But that's now. That's after we have a solid portfolio. So now it's not even me speaking. You don't have to trust me. You have to trust our portfolio. You have to trust our clients, our results that we deliver. And results and clients and case studies, that stuff doesn't lie. But that's now. Starting off, I would just humble down yourself, not talk about yourself as much, talk about the company, how you can help the company, and make your role a little lower than it actually is. Say you're a project manager. Say that you're an intern at the company. It won't matter to them. It'll affect your ego, but to the company, they'll actually feel better that a young kid's an intern or they're working in the company, and there's a bigger boss, a bigger team backing it. They want to feel secure with their money. And as long as you deliver results, you'll do just fine. So I'm looking forward to the next episode, guys. We're getting about wrapped up for the time here, but let me know if you have any questions, you want anything to be talked about, or anything. Honestly, we're looking forward to just doing this every week, and even more than that, actually. So I'll see you guys soon. And that's it for the Fi Project today. Bye bye.